Wow, bow, day, wow, and day, to, day, wow. I do, wow, bone, day, wow. Wow, yeah, bone, day, wow, bone, day. Eu é bom e tem uau. Eu é bom e tem uau. Tu e tem uau. Bom e te ai te ai te day wawa. Wawa day win day wawa. Bon day wa. Ate wawa. Day to day to day wawa to day wawa but day wawa bon day win day wawa I do wawa papa day wawa papa. Wow.
It's been almost 20 years from the first beta version of Natural Selection. A lot of people thought it was impossible until we started doing it. The most spectacular venue in the world. The terrain that we hold these events on allow athletes to showcase their peak performance. Mother Nature is the main character. To pull off something as difficult
Yeah.
have uncompromising capability. Partnering with GNC, it's a core need for us to execute. That's where we find
Whoa. I do it. Day, and wah the bone, hey, wah the bone, a day, wah. I do it, I do wawa. Wawa,
That change of just being able to mix speeds and hitting her spots. It's been an
Wawa, yeah, boom,
amazing building weekend, not only this game, but the game before earlier against FGCU. 33 is definitely showing that she's got a lot to provide for the Knowles in the circle.
The 4 innings pitched equals her career high, set interestingly enough against FGCU, and the 5 strikeouts on its own. A new career for Dmitriev. So you've seen a lot of her this weekend for good reason. And Shuttler goes right back up the middle. Not the most solid hit, but effective enough to put a runner aboard as the order turns over. Tell you what, Shuttler is a pretty good-looking freshman for Rutgers. She's had a good day at the plate.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's just having really good barrel control. As you said, it's not the most hard-hit ball, and I like to think that pitch was in an excellent spot. And she just was able to get her barrel out just enough for that to get right through the middle of the field.
2 for 3 in this game is Shuttler. Has also made a couple of really nice plays in the backstop, so that bodes very nicely for Rutgers as the order turns over to Rower. 3 groundouts for Sam. Did have a single and work a walk in game 1. But all 3 of those groundouts have been to the poolside. 2 to Jason E. Beecham, 1 to Haley Griggs. This time goes the other way. Bueno, got her! Angeline was able to apply the tag, and just like that, the Noles are 1 out away.
My goodness, we talked about what they were playing for there. There was a shift there, moved to the left side of the field, and you know, you just can't know the and Bueno just heads up, being able to snag it, and then to be able to get the double off there with Scheffler there off first.
Looks like we will head to the monitor to determine whether or not Scheffler got her hand in ahead of the tag. Regardless, goodness, Bueno, what a play.
And nothing but smiles right there.
And if you're Rutgers, of course, you're going to ask the umpire crew to take a look.
Shout out to our amazing camera crew providing some angles for our guys out there to be able to look.
And now we're going to sneak peek ourselves.
And we see this is a really, really tough angle to tell exactly when she tagged Scheffler there at first. I want to say maybe it was a little bit before. It could have been like she's falling down, hits her at the hip. We need a different angle at that.
Perhaps this will help. I agree with you. Scheffler's body kind of blocks you out on that one. Well, they've already got a decision. And the call will stand. It's upheld. And I think that's the call you got to make.
Absolutely. I mean,
I think that's a couple of terrific angles.
It comes back to it. It has to be indisputable. And the call in the field was out. And I do think that was the right call.
So Wong steps in. First down to their final out. Really nice pitch there by Dimitrievich. Trying to go 5 full innings in relief. He's got 3 hits with 5 strikeouts. And that will drop in Sheffield center. Still more work to do.
Yeah, you know, sometimes those happen, those bloop shots, but again, that's just great pitching. She got Huang 0-2 there, and I was just able to sail into that changeup just a little bit to drop it in front of Kennedy Hart in that beautiful little Bermuda triangle. Base.
Telling me there's a chance. Says Wong at first with a little chuckle back to her dugout. Stephanie Kreska is going to check in as the new pinch hitter. And a big cut there, 0-1. First time we have seen the red shirt sophomore out of Lumberton, New Jersey today. 1 hit on the season. Would be a pretty ideal time for hit number 2 if you're Rutgers. But boy, Dimitrievich, she is really hitting her spots, isn't she?
Absolutely. Again, attacking the zone, getting leverage in these counts so she can expand the zone.
Down she goes, and Dimitrievich delivers one last dime to seal it.
The Bellas hug it out there together as they ended up being a great duo, and just taking another look there at that last strikeout. You know, just coming right at her. Hashtag compete, as we always talked about. And Bella Dimitrievich just doing an excellent job in the circle today for the Noles.
5 innings in relief, 6 strikeouts. Boy, Michaela, we have seen a lot of things this weekend. We've seen Florida State execute situationally in just run rule fashion. We've seen them come from behind. We've seen them in a scoreless ball game find a way late, and we've seen them gap themselves when it matters most. You've got to win games in a variety of ways if you're going to have the kind of season that the Noles envision for themselves. What do you make out of what you've seen?
Absolutely. It's so great for them to experience all of these moments, you know, the energy, the in and out, the doubts of whether if we're going to come back. And I think when you got a squad this young, Coach has said it before, she loves this team and the depth that they provide for her and the lineup card and just being able to utilize every single last bit of those girls out there. It's just been amazing to see, and they're going to use this. It's going to pay dividends when it comes to the postseason.
Well, Florida State will next take on Jacksonville to conclude their 12-game homestand here at the Seminole Softball Complex. They go to Coastal Carolina before they've got some more games here as they transition into conference play. I asked you this at the beginning of the day. I'm going to ask it to you again, having seen 2 more games unfold before you. On a day where Florida State got the timely hits when they needed it and got some huge performances in relief in the circle. Jazzy Frantic was also really strong in her start with a tight strike zone. What question most about what the Noles were able to do against Marcus Twice?
I think just the response and having those tight games where you're defensively battling it out is just how can we be about the response when we give up a run and just having those bats, you know, be there for our pitchers. As a catcher, former catcher for Florida State, it makes me happy.
Let's call insecticide.
I think you mean insecticide.
Yeah, that's what I said. Insecticide.
No.
And no errors and nobody left on base. After one complete inning, your score, your NC State Wolfpack, no score. And the Loyola Chicago Ramblers, no score. NC State softball season and single game tickets are on sale now. The Paco Series against Pitt, Cal, Louisville, and North Carolina. Purchase your tickets at gopack.com/buy tickets.
Welcome back to NC State's campus. Dale Softball Stadium, the site of today's matchup. And take a look at this web gem on the defensive end from Loyola Chicago. As they're going to take the bats up now. NC State has played some serious competition. They've got 2 weeks until ACC play starts. They were playing against some SEC schools in the year earlier on. What kind of impact does that have on this team?
Well, it's so important to play tougher competition. Coach loved what she said. She goes, I just want the best version of NC State softball out there.
Routine chopper right at Tally, who swings it over for the easy out.
So they're going to have Pitt here at home coming up in a couple weeks. And Coach Lechwich wants them to be able to have as much opportunity facing tough competition. So that's why a tournament like Clearwater, how they did, you think, oh, they really struggled.
A bobble there at second base from Simmers. We'll get the first runner on base for Loyola.
And that's a tough play to make. Got jammed up on that. Wasn't even a solid hit. Simmers came up, tried to scoop it, just wasn't quick enough right through it.
Yeah, Leftwich in her 3rd year with the program. Previously an assistant coach at LSU, so she's no stranger to that level of play as there's a floater going towards left. A nice catch made by Bailey Edwards. Swings it over to second. But Addison Borg is already there.
So this is the first time we get to see Edwards out in the outfield, and she's making a great snag out in foul territory. But also, just want to talk about the base running here for Loyola Chicago. This is why they're scrappy. They take every 60 feet they can. They saw it was a foul ball. Came off the catch, tagged up, went to second.
Every defense, what Coach mentioned is what they're really emphasizing this weekend. It's Addison Board over there on second base. Sophomore out of Arizona. Now in the batter's box for the Ramblers is Ali Palowitz. Ramblers is Ali Palowitz. A10 rookie all rookie last year. And she is out of Illinois. Nice crank. Deep left field. That one's way gone. Ali Palowitz, her first home run of the year.
Well, she led this team last year with 7 home runs. What a big bomb. But that's a way where you want to start your rallying off. Instantly, you saw Borg on second base. She put her hands up. She didn't even look. She just kept running. But that ball was left over the wide of the plate, too high for tally, and that's what's tough. When you are a rise ball type pitcher, and if you miss your spot at all with those rise balls, those are the ones that are going to go over the fence.
Citron is working her home run here this weekend to the title. I believe she raised her average almost 25 points. At 225 at the moment. Am I right on that? I think she was right at 200, right? That seems right. Let's see. I think I've got it here where she was yesterday. She was exactly at 200 with just 2 RBIs. Now Macy has 5 RBIs and a home run this season, thanks to the deep shot against Georgia Southern. At the time of that home run in the 4th inning yesterday, the lead was 7-3. In the 7th, picks up a pair of strikeouts. Clemson picks up a pair of runs on the double by Blioxi. Sack fly by Miller to the second base. Just 10 pitches in the top of the first inning for Sierra Manis. Turns around and watches her offense put 2 on the board as the Clemson Tigers are looking for their 4th ranked win of the season. Second of the week. And it's Anna Carter, the cleanup hitting DP, who takes out. Now, Carter is quite accolade-filled. She was the Defensive Player of the Year in the Missouri Valley Conference last season. Also won First Team All-Conference, hit 390 Southern Illinois. I believe they're the Sayukis
Wawa.
Salukis?
Salukis.
There it is.
And the thing is, though, if you're a member of the SEC, the ACC, or the Big Ten, and you've got a transfer come in, they're probably pretty good. They probably had success where they were.
Hey,
Iowa transfer Des Rivera on deck as Carter takes outside 2-1.
Not many position players from a smaller conference that hits 200
are starting
in Mississippi State. Yeah.
Carter Mississippi State reached the regional last season with a 13-11 SEC campaign. Lost Texas Tech as a part of the Red Raiders' historic run to the national championship game between Niger Candy's $1 million contract. Carter foul tips that into the glove. That's a strikeout for Menace.
Out of Texas Tech, they don't have a team bus. They ride around in an armored car. And
what's funny is I used to broadcast their games for a few years before the NIL era came.
Right.
Where they were losing games left and right, blowouts constantly, and then last season, out of nowhere, they found their way to the mid in OKC.
It has changed out there. They've got a great coach, and they're doing just a tremendous job of bringing that program to life.
Iowa Hawkeye transfer in Des Rivera, who started her career at Oregon State, moved over to Iowa, where she hit 290 last season and is having herself a great little start to the year for Rivera. Hit 379, riding a 5-game hitting streak. With a home run yesterday against Wofford. As Mace is not messing around here, Coach. She is attacking these hitters.
Well, I compliment both her and whoever's calling the pitches, because they've got her in attack mode. You're exactly right.
Clemson fans wondering where that attack mode was in the 7th yesterday. Accuracy escapes the veteran transfer from USC Upstate, where Manus reached the NCAA tournament in each of the last 2 years.
Well, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now, people are going to be wondering about yesterday's game. They talk about.
This is fair. Bro makes the play across the diamond for out number 2. I texted a few contacts in the softball world to ask if they had any recollection of a comeback down by 4 or more, down to your final out, with the bases empty, and no one could come up with anything for me. But I'm sure there's some, mid-majors, low-major scenario. Georgia Southern did by putting together hits from the 9th spot to set things up for their power hitter, to clean the bases, and then their top hitter in Davis to get that big RBI single. It was real magic.
That's exactly right, and I totally agree with you that they got themselves in position.
With a long single, her third hit of the weekend.
And the reason that was just a long single is Parker Brothers center fielder played that perfectly. She knew the ball was over her head. Yep. She stopped short of the track, didn't mess around with the ball, getting by. The ball came right back to her, and with her arm, she hit the ball on top of second base before the hitter made a turn. The ball was hit very hard.
This is the part of the lineup, too, Coach, that Mississippi State has leaned on. Rivera, Bernardini, and Richardson have combined for 9 hits and just a couple innings of games. As Abby G. Richardson inside the park home run yesterday, bounced back earlier today with another home run.
But she got trouble on that one.
She did get to enjoy her time. Abby Grace, senior from Mississippi, takes just outside the zone. The count 2-1.
I always thought inside the park home runs were showing off.
I always felt that in softball, more than baseball, inside the park home runs were so much more difficult to beat because you've got the scorekeeper and they're not giving you any favors.
And it's small park.
Usually there's not mere bounces that the ball's going to take like you will see in a baseball stadium.
I have often made the comment, I'll follow up after this pitch.
Yeah, for the picture, a 3-1 coming. So we'll see Bernardini on the move here next.
But softball is basically the game of baseball played inside a pinball machine. I definitely see it, and I enjoy it. And when I teach people about following high-level college softball, and then they finally watch it similar to volleyball, you are just locked in, addicted. And it's such, I don't have to tell people at home, they're watching for a reason. It is an exhilarating sport, and things like yesterday, you just don't see as much on the baseball diamond. Correct. These crazy comebacks, tight scenarios where these infielders just have quick decisions that they have to make as Bernardini's on the move.
Yesterday's comeback by Georgia Southern, it's not like somebody hit a grand slam. I mean, it wasn't that quick, sudden.
Just piecing it together. They bring in the ace out of the bullpen to close it out. The moment's too big for Manis.
And
I do it,
Georgia Southern took advantage of every mistake.
For Sierra Manis here this afternoon. Here at McCorder Stadium, Daniel Gilman, Scott Whitlock, and one thing that Coach Whitlock likes to talk about are shutdown innings. The half inning after your offense scores a run. And Sierra Manis just executed that after the long hit by Bernardini.
And it was so important for her to do. She did a great job of bouncing back after the long signal.
Both Manis and Faircloth with 2 strikeouts apiece, as Alyssa Faircloth will face the Oklahoma transfer Corey Hicks. Start her off high and inside. Now, tomorrow is still a bit up in the air, but if Clemson were to win this game, there is a high likelihood these teams will rematch at 12:30 Eastern right here on ACC Network. And if Mississippi State wins this game, then I have no idea what is going to happen with the rollout tomorrow.
My belief, and I don't know anything, but I'm just guessing, or what, Clemson will play at 12:30 tomorrow.
That is correct.
No matter who they play.
Yes. And it'll be on ACC Network Extra. Meanwhile, Georgia Southern, a real tough go of things after beating Clemson yesterday. They were taken care of. Wofford this morning in run rule. Wofford has 1 win. Clemson has 1 win. Mississippi State with 2 here in the Tiger Invitational. Clemson has 1 win. Mississippi State with 2 here in the Tiger Invitational as Corey Hicks, Macy Cintron, Marion Collins. Corey Hicks, Macy Cintron, Marion Collins. They have all gone down. Looking. What is it that Faircloth brings to the table?
I'm not sure flat-footed. Hicks was just flat-footed on that pitch.
I think I even saw a cat.
Yep, and it's like, nice one.
Brings up Seth Bro, freshman third baseman from Miami. Battling with Taylor Pipkins for playing time in the infield. But Bro's glove is certainly earning her some more innings. We saw us play with a nice play back in the first inning as Bro hits in front of Kylie Chanel and Sam Minish, who is catching here this afternoon for Clemson.
Yeah, and right now, whatever happened with Faircloth early in this game seems to have been rectified because she is mowing it right now.
This is what coaches will do so often when you have a superstar in the circle. If you can get to them in the superstar in the circle, if you can get to them in the first couple batters, that might be all you get.
Yep, you got to get them early.
Exactly, might be all you get.
Yep, you got to get them early.
Exactly, and that's what Clemson was able to do. A walk from Brock and Bro set the page for Mac Pavesi to knock her in with a double.
Pass ball got her over to third base.
Yeah.
Sack fly.
What?
With one out, the bottom of the With one out, the bottom of the second. One hit apiece on a busy second. One hit apiece on a busy day. Here in Clemson men's Clemson men's basketball in a big game against top 25. Louisville baseball looking at Louisville. Baseball looking at even the series with a Sarah Park showdown. Bush will be on the call over on ACC Network or Bush will be on the call over on ACC Network or wherever that was. Plus ESPN Plus. However, they're going to disseminate the Plus. ESPN Plus. However, they're going to disseminate the minor league stadium broadcast. It'll have the Clemson radio call as well this afternoon. Then tomorrow, they will head across the way where Clemson will put together an all-time ACC Network production with a pregame show for the first time ever at Doug Kingsmore Stadium as Bro works a walk and settles things for Clemson's offense here for Chanel.
Yeah, that's kind of like a timeout in basketball right there.
Yep.
Because she had definitely gotten her groove. Faircloth. And I think that was a very good at bat by Bro.
Brings up Kylie Chanel, FAU transfer running a 5-game hitting streak. She had a big RBI single yesterday against Georgia Southern. Looking to put an inning here for Clemson to turn the lineup around with a 9-hitter. Sam Minish on deck. Chanel takes low in the count 2-0 for Alyssa Faircloth, who has a 2.3 ERA in 43 innings and a 6-0 record. Here's the stat of the day for you as the 2-0 pitch catches the zone. Second time through the lineup on Wednesday against Georgia Tech, Faircloth struck out 8 of 9.
In the second inning.
In the second time through the out 8 of 9.
In the second inning.
In the second time through the lineup. Chanel popped the 2-1 out of play. And a good crowd here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
And it is a very pretty day. The wind blowing in just slightly in right field.
And I imagine the crowd's going to get a little better in about 45 minutes when the basketball game concludes. Then tomorrow, for the Clemson fans that want a little double dip, you start at softball at 12:30, you work your way over to baseball right after, which I believe that's a 3 o'clock first pitch. 3 or 4 in the South Carolina Palmetto Series.
Traffic will be busy tomorrow.
Luckily, softball fans won't have to worry about it. Chanel rolls it to third. 5, 4. Fielder's choice on the nifty play by the Nadia Barbary.
Mississippi is not going to beat themselves. You're going to have to go out and beat them. They play very clean defense, and they put a lot of offensive pressure on you.
And how's this? The Clemson Tigers
are facing a team that just does not make defensive use. 5 errors through 18 games for the Bulldogs. And swiping.
He caught everybody flat-footed right there.
Yeah,
it's out. 1-0 count.
I wasn't sure if Minish went around on that check. So the count is 1-0 here, and a run-scoring opportunity for the 9-hitter. And the sophomore Minish, who had just 7 RBIs last season, sitting on 1 here in 2026 as Faircloth finds the zone with her 33rd pitch of the afternoon.
1-1.
Faircloth able to change speeds well. That changeup was 54 miles an hour according to our scoreboard here.
And that is what gave Clemson trouble last night when Croft came in to pitch for Georgia Southern. Croft had the ability to change speeds, and Clemson never quite made full adjustment on that. Good hitting team are not really affected by the hard stuff. It's the movement stuff and the changes.
1-2, popped in the infield to Styles. And a clean inning for Faircloth. We're through 2. Clemson, South Carolina, where Mississippi State has traveled about 400 miles. This may be their toughest foe yet. This season, as the Bulldogs have had a bit of a softer schedule. Their lone loss came against Belmont in a 1-0 loss, and Belmont with one of the more underrated aces around college softball. And Mississippi State bounced back with a 4-1 win. 10-0 on opening day against Baylor. And a 5-run win against Georgia Tech earlier this week. But you have to believe that once SEC play starts for the Bulldogs, it's nothing but ranked opponents. They were 11-10 last season, Scott, against top 25 teams. And about 18 of those 21 came in conference.
Yeah, and that's why you see 10 or 12 or more SEC teams in the tournament each year, because of their power ranking or strength of schedule, you want to call it. It really becomes a factor because every weekend, I mean, it's walking through a minefield in the SEC.
Yeah, they're going to start conference play at home against number 1 Tennessee.
Might as well.
That's in 2 weeks. First, they've got to head to Mobile, Alabama for the Jaguar Classic next weekend, as the freshman Kinley Keller is taken away. A hit from the freshman Sarah Bro for out number 1, and that's why Bro was able to earn some more reps over there.
Bro made that play like it was nobody's business. I mean, she just put a backhand on that ball and got it over there. That was snazzy.
Robs Keller of a knock. Freshman from Texas had been hot off the bench this season. We'll tell you more about that as the freshman Gabby Schaefer is aggressive at the plate here with one out in the third and fouls off the first pitch from Manis. Sierra Manis has not thrown a lot of pitches out of the zone thus far. So when you face a pitcher that is around the zone, 25 strikes in 35 pitches, does that make you a little bit more aggressive as a hitter?
It better.
Yeah. Schaefer 0 for 1 earlier today with a run.
And there's the pitch right there, Daniel. I'm sorry we don't have a replay to show people today, but if she gets that strike called down there at the knee, she's going to have a big day.
0-2. Schaefer fouls it off. Tomorrow we'll be back in our full production. The Tiger Invitational Championship, 12:30 Eastern. Meanwhile, the Clemson Tigers went out into the transfer portal, grabbed Sierra Manis, the first team All-Big South pitcher from upstate, that she has been named this season. Manis with a 2.05 ERA. Has just delivered her third strikeout to turn the lineup over. Last season, Manis with a 2.4 ERA, a 21-9 win-loss record, with 166 innings and 120 strikeouts. As Morgan Styles, all she does is get on base. 18 out of 19 this season have seen Morgan Styles reach base, and here's a 2-out single.
In the first inning, we saw her lead off, hitting the ball sharply, but out, hit it right to the third baseman, Bro. Right there, she jumped the first pitch. You were talking about aggressive hitters. She jumped on the first pitch and just pulled it right up the middle. And now you got Barbary coming up, and this is a difficult place.
Barbary checks her swing. Does not go around on the first pitch curveball from Manis, as the all-region third baseman hit .353 last season. Barbary trying to get herself above 300 at 296 here this year. She'll ground this over to Bro. What a pickup on a wicked hop. Sarah Bro had herself an inning. It's 3 scoreless from Manis. We'll see Clemson and the top of their lineup, Brock and Bro, Pavesi, Collins next.
But today, yeah, today, I two.
2 runs in the first inning, holding firm for the Tigers, who are sitting 25th in the NFCA rankings. That has Mississippi State 12. The ESPN rankings has Clemson just on the outside of the top 25. Mississippi State at 19. So either way you draw it up, Clemson looking for a top 20 win.
Yes, they are, and they have had some great games this early season, and they've had some games like we saw yesterday, and that's why they're on the outside looking into that top 25. But I fully expect Coach Rittman and his group to figure things out and go on a little bit of a run at some point in this season.
Yeah, easy to play the what-if game.
Sure it is.
What if Clemson had held on? What if they had won their 7th straight and beaten Mississippi State twice this weekend? What if? But I'm sure you'll ask Coach Rittman. He really wants to focus on SEC play, and that starts next weekend with Georgia Tech coming to town. Friday, Saturday on ACC Network Extra, Sunday on the network, and then Louisville the following weekend. I'll be back with you for that one. Meanwhile, Brock and Bro ahead in the count 2-1 here as the 40th pitch from Alyssa Faircloth misses high. Mac Pavesi on deck. She has slowly become a must-watch hitter at the plate over the last 4 weeks.
Yes.
Really, the last week has seen Pavesi emerge as a candidate for one of the early breakthrough performers here in the ACC. 2-2, and Faircloth has her first strikeout.
She went upstairs on that pitch, and Brock and Bro cannot get up there to it.
So lead up into Pavesi, who has 5 hits in 9 at-bats this series this weekend. Batting average is at .424. She takes strike 1 from Faircloth. And we mentioned it, Faircloth loves the second time through the lineup.
Yes.
Had 8 of 9 strikeouts against Georgia Tech Wednesday. In this second rotation through, we'll see what Clemson does. It seems like a little bit more patience at the plate here through Brock and Bro and Pavesi.
And it also seems that Faircloth is not making some of the mistakes that she made early on.
Pitch in the dirt. The freshman is fooled. Strikeouts here in the 3rd inning for the the junior Faircloth. Brings up Marion Collins, who went down on strikes. Stranded Pavesi at 3rd, last at-bat in the 1st. Collins was an all-region, all-freshman honoree last season with a .366 average. She has exploded through in her sophomore year, hitting .429.
And this is, when you're going against a pitcher like Faircloth, you've got to be ready every single pitch, because she is not going to make many mistakes. And you've got to be ready to jump on an instance where she does make a mistake, because she's not going to give you a lot.
Sells in right field is basically standing at the warning track, respecting Collins. But for those that have watched Marion Collins, there's a low likelihood she's taking this to right field. She is an opposite field demon at the plate. And ahead in the count 3-0.
She can hit the ball all over the plate, but you're correct. Her sweet spot is in the 2 gaps.
3-0 pitch for a strike. You know, we'll talk more about Oklahoma and the Samantha Ricketts dominance in her years as a Sooner, the 2-time All-American, former home run queen. But Faircloth gives me a little bit of that Paige Lowry, Oklahoma-style, fast-throwing lefty. They had that girl from Oklahoma State a couple years ago as well. And what OU used to do is they did the Sooner shift.
Yeah.
They took away the right fielder against lefties and 3 in the left field side because of how many hitters were late against those hard throwers.
Yep. And the thing that they were so good at, well, Oklahoma's good at everything they do, but they were always so prepared to exploit any hole that a player had in their swing.
Noller cuts through an 0-1, foul off in the count 0-2 here as Alyssa Faircloth has gotten into a rhythm. She has not allowed a hit that Pavesi.
Oh, there was a second hit.
I know, we have a second hit. When we get back. Faircloth continues to run rampant. She strikes out the side in the 3rd. And we hit to the 4th. Clemson up by 2. Top of the fourth inning, we have confirmed just one hit for Clemson. That double by Pavesi. We'll see if the scoreboard operator catches on eventually. I don't think our broadcast is streamed down in that press box, though.
Oh, I think it does.
Maybe there's some ears.
There's somebody listening down there. We'll elaborate on that in just a moment.
I think someone's always listening, Scott. Whenever Scott Whitlock's on the microphone.
I don't know about that. It wasn't me they came and talked to.
There are people keeping tabs.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Meanwhile, the first time through the lineup was so successful for Sierra Mavis. She'll try to take on the meat of this Bulldog lineup here second time through with Kiera Sells. Hitting .449 this season. Sells riding a 16 hitting streak, 4 for 7 on the weekend.